Let's not forget that no one who has ever walked this earth has truly vanished. A long-lost interview with Nikola Tesla, uncovered after 83 years, reveals profound insights into the legendary inventor's mind. Tesla is remembered not only for his brilliance as a physicist and engineer, but also as a man full of mystery, someone who pondered the eternal, the invisible, and the continuation of life beyond physical death. In his lifetime, Tesla sought funding for his groundbreaking experiments and promised his backers marvels beyond imagination. From transmitting electricity wirelessly to the possibility of teleportation, his mind raced far beyond the boundaries of his era. Yet despite his genius, Tesla remained deeply human-shaped by his dreams, doubts, and philosophical reflections. He often pondered immortality, the divine, and what might lie beyond our final breath. Recently, researchers discovered an interview Tesla had given to a journalist in 1930 when he was 74 years old. Tesla lived for 86 years, and while the exact date of this interview remains unclear, the ideas expressed during it resonate with incredible relevance and depth. During the exchange, the journalist asked a curious question. "It is said that you foresaw the paths the 20th and 21st centuries would take. In your laboratory, atoms were split, black cosmic rays identified, and you even built a device that could generate earthquakes. Some claim that in time you will be remembered as the one who unlocked the secret that the earth, air, and water are filled with the living energy of the ether. What are your thoughts on this?" Tesla responded. "Indeed, that is one of my most important discoveries. However, I must admit I feel defeated, for I could not realize all my visions." The journalist pressed further, asking, "What exactly did you fail to bring to life?" After a thoughtful pause, Tesla replied, "My ambition was to light up the entire world. I could have created a second sun. We have enough energy, but mankind is not yet ready for such revelations." Tesla continued, "In Colorado, for instance, I charged the earth with energy. Consider the compositions of Mozart and Bach. They carry a positive force which is also usable. Hidden within the earth lies the energy of peace, love, and joy. I dedicated many years to understanding how these forces influence the human spirit. The fragrance and elegance of flowers are also medicine. Sunlight nourishes us. Life reveals itself in countless forms, and it is the role of scientists to uncover them in every substance." Tesla went on, "All my work has been driven by this pursuit. I know I won't uncover every secret, but I will never stop exploring. We are just beginning to understand the unseen forces that flow through the universe. In nearly 100 years, scientists will begin to openly discuss dark energy, a presence that permeates the cosmos, shaping gravity and the expansion of the universe." Throughout the interview, Tesla returned to the idea that the energy capable of transforming humanity had always been within our reach, in nature itself, in human emotions, in music, in the breath of the earth. He observed that humanity had spent too long searching for power outside itself, forgetting that it lies within. "I believe the energy that sustains the universe is not merely a physical resource. It is something greater. We call it ether. Some call it the divine spark, but the essence is the same. All living things are nourished by this force. It resides deep within the planet, in light, in sound, in thoughts," said Tesla. He claimed that one day this energy would form the foundation of new technologies capable of feeding the hungry, healing the sick, and eliminating the need for destructive sources of power. He expressed sorrow that society was not ready for such ideas. In his time, hindered by politics, greed, and a fear of the unknown. Tesla recalled an experiment in which he observed a phenomenon, light disappearing, concentrated in a single point, as if a star were devouring itself. "I discovered a star that can disappear. According to my calculations, it's located in our galaxy. Its light is so concentrated it could fit into a sphere the size of an apple, yet weigh more than the entire solar system," he said. These words, he believed, foreshadowed the concept of black holes, which scientists would only start to explore decades later. He also spoke thoughtfully about religion, but without fanaticism. In his view, no religion could claim to be the absolute truth. All religions are reflections of the same human desire to understand the source of life and our purpose. Religions and philosophies try to explain the infinite with finite words. They may be helpful, but in the grand scale of the universe, they are insignificant. Tesla's thoughts on God were equally unconventional. God, as I understand it, is an infinite force. It is the energy from which everything began, but it does not judge. It does not punish. It simply exists, Tesla said. He chose his words carefully, as such ideas could have destroyed a scientist's reputation in the early 20th century. But in private conversation, he was candid. Gravity, that is the key to learning how to fly, he stated. I am not trying to create flying machines. I want to teach people to fly using their consciousness. My goal is to activate the energy that already exists in the air. There is no emptiness neither on Earth nor in the universe. Tesla also argued that the most powerful sources of energy lie in black holes, which he described as gateways to primordial matter. To him, these phenomena were not merely scientific curiosities, but symbols of transition, transformation, and the very essence of existence. When the journalist asked about Tesla's personal life, his family, homeland, and loved ones, Tesla responded calmly, almost indifferently, I have never had a wife or children. Only in solitude can one truly devote oneself to observing the world and its mysteries. A family requires energy, and I did not have that to spare. Everything I had I gave to my work. Despite his solitary lifestyle, Tesla was deeply empathetic. When asked about the apparent contradictions in his ideas, he explained, in the beginning, there was energy from which matter arose. Matter is simply energy in form. Everything we see, stars, planets, human bodies, trees, is light compressed to a certain density, light from the primary source. Therefore, death does not exist. There is only transition. He spoke with the conviction of someone who had not arrived at this understanding through faith, but through personal experience. None of those who have ever lived have truly died, for energy is eternal, and life is a form of energy. The body may depart, but the essence, the vibration, remains. His ideas, though resonant with religious teachings, were not born of faith, but of science. Tesla also did not deny the divine God is light. It is the primary energy from which everything began. This light has no form. It requires no worship. It simply exists. It is in everything within us, in the air, in the stars. People assign human traits to God to make it easier to understand. But the true power of God lies in his impersonality and infinity. As the conversation returned to the subject of death, Tesla remarked, I am not afraid of death because it is not the end, but a return. It's like a wave returning to the ocean. You will not die because you were never born. You have always existed in one form or another. We are only temporarily in these bodies in this world. When everything ends, we will simply shift to another state. Tesla's words, though far ahead of their time, have since been validated by modern discoveries in quantum physics and astrophysics. When the journalist finally asked him about the nature of electricity, Tesla smiled for the first time during their conversation. Everything is energy. In the beginning, there existed an infinite source of light, from which emerged the elements that would form the universe and Earth, teeming with diverse life. We often think of light as something visible, but the true nature of light is darkness. It conceals the greatest mysteries of the cosmos within itself. A single quantum of light can harbor nuclear, chemical, mechanical, and even undiscovered energy. Just one particle is powerful enough to alter the Earth's orbit. Surprised, the journalist asked, "So you claim that all matter is a form of light?" Tesla calmly responded, "Precisely. Light energy is fundamental. Everything else is secondary. matter is merely light frozen in a specific configuration. Once you grasp this concept, you understand that all living beings are connected. We are not just physical bodies. We are waves, vibrations, fragments of a vast spectrum, Tesla explained. He spoke with a quiet confidence, as though he had glimpsed something beyond the reach of others. The journalist hesitated, but ventured to ask about a concept Tesla had mentioned in his writings, the idea of cosmic pain. You often refer to a kind of pain that pervades the universe. What does that mean? Tesla paused for a moment, then answered, "Cosmic pain is the feeling the soul experiences when harmony is disrupted. Many remain unaware of it, but it gives rise to disease, suffering, poverty, war, and all the horrors of human existence. We cannot completely eliminate it, but the awareness of its existence can ease the suffering." Tesla explained that he felt physical pain when someone close to him was in distress, saying, "We are made of the same substance. Our souls are interconnected by invisible threads. When a child or a kind person dies somewhere on Earth, you suddenly feel an inexplicable sadness. That is not personal pain, but shared cosmic pain." He believed that this feeling could hold the key to healing humanity. Tesla also argued that the stars and planets influence our state of being more than we realize. Their cycles, appearances, and disappearances reverberate in our dreams, our thoughts, and our intuition. Motions, in his view, are not merely reactions, but integral parts of a broader mechanism connecting all beings in the universe. Understanding these connections is crucial for spiritual progress, he concluded. Without the recognition that we are all one, humanity is doomed to repeat its mistakes. This was Tesla straddling the line between scientific genius and prophetic wisdom, between physicist and poet. As the conversation progressed, Tesla spoke increasingly about the idea that all events in the universe are interconnected. He believed that every thought, every action, sets off a chain of reactions that affect not only individual lives, but the very fabric of reality itself. The world, he said, is like a fabric in which every thread affects the others. We cannot act without having an impact elsewhere. Kindness breeds kindness, while evil breeds suffering. Tesla noted that many of humanity's problems could be solved simply by ceasing to do evil. He acknowledged that this might sound utopian, but he held no illusions about human nature. Destruction is embedded in mankind, but that does not mean it is inevitable. We have a choice. The key is kindness. Choosing not to cause harm is the highest form of strength. He strongly denounced wars, even those fought in the name of truth or freedom. In his view, such wars always lead to destruction and ruin lives. True victory, he argued, is not victory over an enemy, but victory over the desire to destroy. Learning to resolve conflicts without violence is essential for humanity's survival, especially now that the age of great scientific progress is on the horizon. Tesla believed that the scientific and technological revolution of the 20th century was merely a prelude. He envisioned a future where humanity would make great strides in medicine, energy, and space exploration. He imagined a world where disease could be defeated through vibrations, where space travel would be within reach, and energy would be abundant and free for all. However, he was mistaken about one thing: war and aggression did not vanish. In fact, their causes became even more complex and insidious. Humanity had learned to destroy with unprecedented power, but it still had not learned to truly love. Nevertheless, Tesla remained a staunch advocate for peace throughout his life. He remained hopeful for the future, believing that the era of awareness would follow the age of darkness. "The future belongs to the people of light," he said, "to those who bear knowledge, who are unafraid of truth, and who choose goodness even in the darkest times. Humanity is not ready yet, but it is awakening, and that's what matters." These were the final words of the interview, which lay hidden in archives for over 80 years. Today, they resonate once again, serving as a message from a man who transcended time but remained grounded in the truths of the earth. If you love unique, revealing stories and want to get access to never-before-seen interviews, then Banned Interview is the place for you. Subscribe today to never miss out on our exciting videos where we bring you stories, insights, and perspectives that you can't find anywhere else. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell to receive our latest videos. Banned Interview. Explore the taboos you never knew.